been like these last few months, weeks, days, hours, exactly. All right, so shoot about 10 minutes.
Yep, I'll be fairly quick.
Yep. Sorry, we're going a little bit over. I get really excited when people want to join this.
I'll wrap quick as possible. How many guys you have seen from Computer Effect where they mentioned, that you can buy avocados, potatoes, anything from like, these kind of crush cans and all that where you can buy it. Well, GroceryUp solves the need of finding local organic products. Local products via Google Shopping for local. If I want to see a potato, if I'm running out of milk, where I can find potato near within a block away. I know Walmart, I know Publix, but if someone sells me, I live at North Kernan, believe it or not, there is a store which is a Mexican store which sells onions, a pound of onions for $1.85. It's best onions, better than Publix. How do I find that? So that was the basic idea for GroceryUp, is that finding the people that how you can find the organic products or any kind of product. It's a local shopping area. So that's how I came up with the idea. 7 months ago, there was it was a story that some of them mentioned that I tried to research, and most of the people in America. I came from India in 2007. India is a micro economy. So within a mile of radius, there are 20 shops. And my mom knows where to shop because the pamphlet comes to the house and she knows that, okay, within 500 rupees, you get the products and the product will be delivered to your house for free. Because there is some micromanaged economy in India. Well, I thought that why don't we do here? Because there is a problem in America that people don't know that where they can find the best products. And there is a gap. And I asked like 20 to 25 people in, I used to work at Everbank, I used to work at LPS. I tried people and I asked that, tell me your grocery experience. So I kind of like honed my research, and everyone said that I went to Costco. I buy onions in Publix because they are, expensive, and expensive is good. Well, all right, maybe, but you have other stuff which you cannot find out, and you might find, you can see other stores also. Think about Brooklyn, for example, where every block there is a grocery shop. So that was a niche. That was mostly like where I come up with, and this is like a social media where all your social media explained. But it says that if you're eating a donut, but where you can find the best donut, where you can buy the best potato. It's that kind of a. We have all the social media ingrained: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Last.fm. But we don't have that where I can find the donuts. So that was the whole, I thought it was funny and I posted. So background, so I have 3 failed startups. I got out of college, I came here to US for my master's in computer engineering. I got my master's. I created 1 failed startup while I was in my master's, and it didn't go well. Co-founder and I had some glitches, it didn't go well. Second, didn't go well. Third, didn't go well. I was like tired of, starting my own stuff, and within somebody else having a co-founder which is not excited as I am. So lesson learned. What is the lesson? Try to be a single proprietor. Try to be a founder. Try to be a CEO. Whatever you can. Invest your own money, but do not rely on other people which don't have your synergy or excitement level as same as you are. Because what you have is not the other person will not have at all. Period. So try to be a single proprietor. First lesson learned. Courage. You gotta have courage. If you don't have courage, like Angel mentioned a lot, really good, that if you don't have courage, people will not believe in you. If I sell to small businesses across Jacksonville, I pick and choose one zip code and I go and sell my company. So if I don't have courage, they won't believe in my idea. And I failed, yes, some will say no. And some will say yes, so that's just part of risk you have to choose and pay. Persistence. It's not a 100 meters race. It's a marathon, and it is a long way to go. I have competitors. I have Amazon Fresh, which is going from top to bottom. Amazon Fresh actually solves a need for, they're going in Seattle. they're coming to Los Angeles. So they have going from top to bottom. Instacart is going for door-to-door delivery. Well, I'm going from bottom to top. So I'm kind of like going in the midway equilibrium where you can be as a Google versus Bing kind of a, equilibrium process. What experience that I shared, it's always not about the idea. I have seen people say that, oh, what if I have an idea? What if I have an idea? This is going to be an awesome idea. No, it's not about an idea. It's always about the goddamn problem. It's always about the problem. Try to solve that problem. If the problem is there, tell me how you solve my basic day-to-day need in a better way. That's it. I don't care. If you solve anything in my life, I'll be so happy. If you don't, okay. And that's how the uses are. So YCOM, Paul Grant from YCOM generated this article, I guess, 09, I guess, which shows that what are the recent, new stuff which is going to be coming in the next 20 years for, in startup community. So basically, this is focused on the companies or startup company which is applying to Y Combinator. People you don't know who is Y Combinator. Y Combinator is the top startup incubator in the world. I guess. I know it's pretty big. So that was the thing. Getting started. I gotta share one story. Getting started. I had a class. I took a creativity class in my master's program, which was nothing has to do with computer engineering course. I had this idea of creating a customized Winamp Windows Media Player list, just like GroceryUp. If anybody knows GroceryUp, GroceryUp was created by my sitting partner in my own classroom while we are at University of Florida. And he had the idea, he pitched me the idea, and I had a different idea of creating something like Google Music or something like that, where you can customize your playlist in your phone, your playlist is going to be on your cloud, and you don't have to worry about anything. So I asked my professor this, Professor, I have this great idea, I want to start, how do I start it? At the end of the session, he just said to me that just do it. Don't worry about it, just do it. So that's how I decided that I don't worry about stuff. Worrying is a second chance. If you worry, if you fret about things, it's never going to happen. Prioritize features, but don't get confused. Same over and over, like you mentioned all the time. When you start, I started GroceryUp in April, and it's been 7 crucial, grueling months of day and night of blood and sweat. And my first markup of the web page is so much different than what I have right now. I can't even believe that this is what I just created. So every time you have to see that how you're changing the features, you have to pivot, as explained before, and then kind of prioritize the features going forward. Very, very big thing, but don't lose focus. Fourth, being mediocre is not an option. Just creating an application like Yellow Pages, I usually talk about Yellow Pages and Yelp, Apple versus Windows. Steve Jobs had a niche about even packaging of Apple products. If you look at about the packaging of this MacBook Pro versus packaging of Windows 8 tablet, it is so different. It is so different. It's so neat. Like the edges are so sharp and the packaging is, so Steve Jobs even put precision about how the package has to be developed. So being as a founder, I have to have a very, you cannot go mediocre. A players hire A players, B players hire C players. That's how it goes in any form, any startup. Don't be a mediocre. Be an A-class player, and your application will be awesome. Test, all this test. Test, go back to business. Show them, didn't like it, retest it again. Go back to business, show them, retest it again. That's how we did. After, I guess, it's been 4 to 5 months, I've been doing that, and the results have been phenomenal. And metrics don't lie. Go to Google Analytics, it's an awesome tool. See how Google Analytics, I think it's an awesome tool, especially on the web platforms actually. Is that I've been getting so much of nice kind of like metrics like numbers from Google Analytics that it has made a tremendous impact of going forward in my company. So, and of course, MVP, minimum viable product, right? So you can copy the slide in yourself, right? Alright, so that's about it. If you have any questions, this is my email ID and my phone number. So if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Good job. Good question, man. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so how do you get in contact with all the local farms and stuff like that to aggregate them into your product?
Nice question. So what we do is like we don't get users, so we get businesses. That's what my job is as a founder of this company. Is that I usually go to the businesses, and as a CEO and the founder of the company, it's your job to ask and to tell and to get the word out. So if I get the word out, so right now I have 5 businesses in Jacksonville ready to go out and start with my company. They will have business cards with their own customized, like if you know Yelp has the same thing. So they will have like GroceryUp.com/Jacksonville/ their store name. And they will have in front of their counter. So like one of the Indian stores has 20,000 customers coming per month in his store. So that's 20,000 visitors right there for me. So if he just shell out all that through his business cards and word of mouth, I don't have to get users. He will get me users. I have to get all the businesses. So that's how I'm
So it's not necessarily like the farmer's produce.
It is the same as farmer produce. Like Angela talked about it, like farmers. If you want to see that which farmer is selling the best avocado, which is the cheapest one, you can find it. Flea markets. If you want to know where you can find the flea markets, basically it can be anything. 7-Eleven down the block. If 7-Eleven is so, yeah.
Who determines best though? Like, is that something you determine? Or
Users. Yes, users. Absolutely. We have 3 review status. Like one of the Indian stores that I'm hugely connected with, he is actually delivering groceries to your house. So I'm bringing the same economy, the same like logical business logic to US is that if you buy $45 worth of product, let them deliver it to you. Let the business deliver it to you. And we have projected the metrics that their revenue is 20% more what they're making per month just by home delivery. So we are not doing like Instacart is doing, in which like we are doing a crowdsourcing through delivering. But we are letting the businesses do the grocery delivery if they have that option. Or the store pickup. There are like a couple of options. Yes.
You are an excellent speaker.
Thank you.
You should be doing webinars and charging for what you're telling people.
I appreciate that.
Excellent. Very good.
Thank you. Yes.
I said something and it flew right by, but I do remember the second part. The first part is important, so I'm not waiting 5 seconds.
Alright, we can get back. Any other questions?
Are you looking for money?
No, I invested, I graduated in 2009 and I saved X amount of money and I had 2 plans, either go to Las Vegas and shell all of my money out or go to Europe for a month and backpack. I didn't do neither, I invested in my own stock.
So are you focusing, like how are you validating that the food, is there a validation that the food is organic or is that not a promise at all? Or,
This is not about organic side, this is just about pricing. It is just about finding the groceries related product, eatable products.
So what are the implications then that if you're kind of throwing these smaller businesses that might have, I guess, their loyal customers, right? And now they're going to have new customers that are just coming to their stores specifically for the products. Are the implications that, I guess, they're going to put their local Walmart out of business, or is it that these companies are eventually going to be price matched and put out of business?
Well, the prices has to be there. Otherwise, you as a user, how you would know that how much is the cheapest plate cost?
Well, I'm saying I think that they're stealth. They're kind of under the radar at the time. You know, I guess maybe they do, maybe they don't. They have a Walmart representative going shop over the grocery stores, but now they're kind of putting them there. Maybe Walmart decides to lower their prices, and now people are going to Walmart instead of those stores, and now these folks are getting no business. Like, are there? I mean, what are they?
This is a niche market. I mean, you have to understand. I'm like, it is not targeting. I'm not targeting Walmart. I'm not targeting Publix. I'm not targeting Dixie. people know what Winn-Dixie is. What people don't know is I'm letting them know that you can get to know all these businesses through my site, right?
Right, but then by putting those businesses kind of out in the public in that way, I guess you might get them as
Yeah, like if they're willing to go for it, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I wanted to check this out. Is this an app or is this a website?
It's a website. Right now, I'm solely focused on rolling out. The site is going to be live for 2 days because we are doing some integration testing and all that. So you can go out GroceryUp.com and check it out. My email ID is very simple. It's not 1 million names as my Indian name, but it's only Raj. It is not Rajesh or whatever. It is just Raj. So it is just Raj at GroceryUp, and it is only for going like a couple of days. Check it out. Let me know. And how do you like it? And we're going to be removing that site for about next 10-15 days because we are trying to integrate all our items, all our grocery items. We have about 15,000 items right now in our database from a couple of grocery stores, like 4 or 5. So we are just trying to patch everything together. We have Android, because we are running on HTML5 and MVC4. So it's going to be rendered in iPad and Android both.
One more question.
One more question.
I wasn't sure I didn't get it in your presentation, but what is your revenue model?
Excellent. I didn't share because I don't want to sell my product. Revenue generation is just like Netflix model. So Netflix, as a user, you pay $7 a month for streaming. We are charging $9 per month for every businesses to manage their inventory, manage their images, manage their items. It's going to be $9. And also, if you are a sponsored business, business guy, business score, so you can have sponsors just like Google search. So if I type potato, and if you are a sponsored guy for $29.99 or whatever the hell you want to think about at that time, so your business is going to be on the top, and the rest is going to be bottom. So sponsored search, ads, and subscription service, 3 revenue models. Great, thank you.
Thank you.